where we're actually going to have a presentation and actually show you inside HourADay and how these things actually work. So this is basically the screen when you log into HourADay's back office, and it's just showing you that you've got a bunch of work to do and you've got nothing to do in the social actions. So that means you don't have any LinkedIn or Facebook or anything to work with. You just have some calls to make. But we're not here to talk about that today. We're going to go on to the next slide, and we're going to actually go over to the mentoring function to show you how that works.
So you click the calls and contacts and mentoring.
That's right.
Right. So requesting a mentor. Now, we just talked about this. You should have a mentor. Now, in this situation, obviously your mentor would have to be on the HourADay system.
Of course.
It's kind of hard to connect with a mentor that isn't.
Don't worry, it's free.
It is. Doesn't cost any money. And so is this mentoring function. And then all you do is you click on the request a mentor. You put in the name of the person you want to mentor, their username, because they're going to have a username. And you type that in there. And then you click request. You see here, it's showing as pending. And then they accept it. So it's a two-way street here.
That's
Either one can turn it on or turn it off. If you don't want to be that person's mentee anymore, you can
delete them. Yeah, if they
stop.
start to complain that, oh, I think you're stealing my people, you can cut the connection so they have no claim to that.
Right. So what happens when you request the mentor in your mentor's back office, you see the people that I mentor, and he has to approve it. So there's the approve button there, and he's got to click that.
Yes.
If he doesn't click that, he doesn't approve being a mentor.
Right. That's right. So he'll never be able to see your
So
stuff.
once he approves it, you become now active. But notice the word cancel beside it.
Yes.
He can decide not to be your mentor at any time. If you start doing too many talking on the three-way calls, and you're not,
he'll cut you off.
cut you off. All right. So that's why you can press that cancel button. Now you go back into your HourADay back office, and you'll see who your active mentors are. So you go in there and you see who your mentors are, and you'll see who are active. And then when you click on their name, you also can cancel.
Yeah,
so
you can cancel from yours.
And when you click on their name, then you're able to go into their back office. So
this is back to the mentor's back office. That was your back office. Now we're back to the mentor's back office, where you can click on their name to actually access their back office to see everything that's going on.
That's
so
right.
You're now looking at the people your mentorees through your back office.
Right. So this is basically, if you were the one that made the request, this is your mentor looking at your HourADay information.
And the reason why this is so cool, Craig, is, you know, you've got people that are salespeople driving around all day long, but they can't really be making calls easily. They're not in front of a computer. So now they all of a sudden have a mentor, and the mentor is actually driving their system and actually adding the notes and doing all of the cool stuff. So yeah, now I think we jump right into.
Well, what I'm going to say is the other thing is when your mentor is there, the HourADay system has push notifications.
That's right.
So when somebody goes through your website, through your prospecting sales funnel, and they get to the end, and you get an email and you get a push notification, you go to the site. So does your mentor.
That's right.
So your mentor gets that same email and same push notification.
He knows your success.
So now you're able to communicate and get that phone call done, because what happens when somebody goes through the site, the next step is to pick up the phone, make a call. So you're both made aware of it.
Yep. So if your mentor's sitting in front of his computer doing three-way calls all day, he has access to your contact manager. He has access to do everything he needs to do on your behalf. So you don't even need to worry about updating data. You can just have your headset on your way to your next sales call or your next appointment.
That's right.
So for example, we go into George Burns.
And you can see his information. So you know who he is. He's a funny guy.
Right. So we can see where to phone him at. We can write notes about him. All of the stuff that you could do, your mentor can now do for you. So he can type the note. He could add you to an appointment to the Google Calendar.
Yep.
So basically, you can have a remote control driver when you're too busy or not able to have a computer or a smartphone, because it's pretty hard to be talking on the smartphone and operating HourADay at the same time.
It's not so simple. With a headset, it can be done.
It can be done with a headset, absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, it allows you, again, to have your upline help to leverage your time. Or if you're the upline, you can leverage your downline's time, because you can fit that little 10-minute thing in and have everything still under control and things moving forward. You know what happened before them, so you can call them. Hey, did you see that you got a notification? When do you have time?
Right. Now, in previous trainings, we talked about how you can add this to Google Calendar. So literally the appointments can be set up. Great way to be able to just put that all together. Your upline can do it. You can do it. Everybody's notified. Even the person you're doing the three-way call with, they can get a notification.
As long as you have an email address.
As long as you got their email. but sometimes you don't know what to say. So we actually have this really cool phone script feature that you can click on at the time it's ready for you to make a phone call.
I will give you the words.
Exactly. So literally when you click on the phone script, whether it's a warm market pre-prospecting, it's a follow-up on the business, or it's a follow-up on the product, you can design the script so that everybody's saying the same things.
And the neat part is, if you notice right at the top here, it says, "Hello, Dennis. It's great to see you've uncovered this hidden gem of a feature in your HourADay.com auto prospecting system." It's automatically inserted the system owner's name here through a macro. And now when we actually go in and let's say we looked at the pre-prospecting, it's telling us we're on the warm market pre-prospecting script, and it says, "Hey, George, it's Dennis. I don't know if it's for you or not, but I recently found a side business that I think if we work together at, we might be able to make some money. Is your email still dennis@smallbizdream.com? Would you mind if I sent you some quick information for you to take a look at?" And then from there, you can even have the yes/no decision tree. They say yes, it drills you down and tells you what to say if they said yes. They said no, it drills down and tells you what to say if they said no. They said, "What's it all about?" You click that button. So you can literally have the pre-canned responses with the name sprinkled through it. So all you have to teach your person to do is how to read, and they can do their part.
Well, that's right. And it's really that simple. So having the phone scripts there, so now you can tell what do you say when to connect before the call? What do you say after the call? What do you say during the three-way call? You literally have on there, introduce your upline, then shut up.
That's right.
They can literally be in there. You could design, custom design them.
We sort of give you a bunch of canned content, but then you as the upline, if you are going to pursue making a template for your downline to get, that can all be absolutely customized to where you go into product objection handling, everything through your phone script. So you can take everything turn it into a system, and then we can turn it into a template where your guys just get it all, including your phone scripts, all set up, written your way. So it starts our way, which works pretty good. But then we can't write objection handling for your products or services. So it can just get more and more. So you actually have control of all this. We give you a bunch of stuff, but you can turn it into completely custom fit to you.
And the cool thing about it is, because of the phone, and I love talking about this, and when we finish off, is the fact that the app is there. The app talks to the computer system. The online system talks back to the app, so they're completely in real-time sync with each other.
That's right.
Which is really nice. But there's other features that you've seen that typically you've got to have 3 or 4 different apps. Some may cost money, some may be free, and you've got to download them into something,
string them all together,
and try to figure out, like if you could talk about MailChimp and taking pictures of business cards and
go
having
through
them.
Zapier, which then puts it into MailChimp, and then from MailChimp you have to put them back into ClickFunnels and
then go to SurveyMonkey. And you can do all these things, and they're free.
There's a price for free, and you'll quickly learn that.
But to start with this, it's free.
It's free.
And everything's already put together. So all those things that you were using, I mean, if you're out there doing physical prospecting, you're out there going to networking events, which we talk about all the time. Building online is one thing, but going out there and meeting people. And when you get somebody's business card, you can just literally take a picture of their business card on your phone,
categorize them.
It can go into a live transcription service, or you can go and do it yourself. And then it literally goes into your contact manager, sends out that first introductory email,
and adds them to an email autoresponder based upon the answers you gave the system. It's
just so much that it can do. So if you're looking to build your business and you're going to put in the effort, you need a mentor.
Yes.
So we've talked about it. You need to have a mentor.
You need to learn how to do 3-way calls. Introduce your mentor, say nice things about him, and shut up.
Right.
That was a quick training.
That was.
I like it.
And then you need to know what to say. So the scripts.
So the phone scripts can tell your people what to say, or
not to
work with your upline to have them help you with the phone scripts, so you know what to say.
And it's funny. People say, "Do you still use phone scripts?" I may not have them verbatim, but you know what? After 20 some odd years, I still keep myself organized and keep yourself on track, so that even if I'm doing, I don't get sidetracked, because it's easy to go. You start going one, and then all of a sudden you're gone off to this other direction. And you're like, how do I get myself back? And other thing that this was Dennis's idea, set your alarm timer for 15 minutes.
Yeah. Then it goes off and oh shoot, I gotta go. I got another appointment. I don't care if your appointment's to pet your cat. Set your timer to make sure it ends, so that you absolutely live up to the promise when you said the call will be no longer than 15 minutes, because that's all the time I have. The worst thing you can do for trust is say the call's going to be 15 minutes and then talk for an hour and a half. Set your timer, let it be loud, like make it audible so that they hear it, you hear it, and you can go, oh my God, I got to go on to my next call. Hey, can we reschedule if you're not done, or you get to a conclusion, or are you coming or you're not coming? It gives you the ability to exit. In fact, if you said 15 minutes, set your alarm for 14 minutes and a half so that you can close the call in the last 30 seconds and keep the 15-minute promise. And never get into calls for more than 15 minutes to start.
That's right.
Just
be polite when you start. I mean, one of the things we learn from our mentors when you start, hi there, hi Dennis, it's Craig calling. Am I calling you at a convenient time or a good time? Always, make sure it's right, because how many times has somebody, even though they booked it, even though they said they're going to be there, something has happened. The cat knocked over a bowl of milk and it's all over the floor and the kids are throwing, you happen to get them in at that time. Life gets in the way and you don't have 100% of their attention. Yeah. And if that's the case, give them hey, if I haven't got you in a good time, let them tell you that. If they say, oh no, it's great, I was expecting the call. Fantastic. Look, I said it was only, I said I was going to call you. I said I was going to call you with a friend of mine. This is Dennis. Dennis has been doing the business a little bit longer than I have. We're working together, but he's got the questions better than I do, and he's been involved, and you edify Dennis. Dennis, meet my friend Jill. Jill, this is Dennis. And then I shut up. Dennis will literally come in and say, look, I've only got 15 minutes here. As Craig said, we'd only take 15 minutes. I got like 10 or 15 minutes and I have to be on another call, but let me tell you why I'm excited. Dennis does his thing. And by the way, ask the questions.
When the call is over and your upline hangs up, do not continue talking. You are also busy and have another call. Do not keep talking, or you will undo all the hard work of your upline.
Yeah. So
true. You got to get off the phone. You got to be busy. You got to be efficient. Even if you're not busy, people will take that as, look at that. He does this business. He was on the call 15 minutes. I decided to buy the product. I committed to go to the meeting. I did whatever. He never, ever called me and talked for hours and hours and hours like those other guys.
After
this guy switched on.
The attention span.
They're not remembering anything anyway.
After 15 minutes, every minute you talk after 15 minutes, the chances of them joining goes down like about 20%. Another 20%.
Yeah, because then it gets to the point where they're remembering only the last minute of what you talked about, or they're only listening the first minute of what you talked about. But either way, there's this little range where a whole bunch of what you talked about gets completely forgotten.
It's true. So now let's give everybody some of the websites just in case while they're on here. Let me just bring that up here quickly because I can go and share that. So if they want to go, it's free forever.
Yes.
You can go from your phone, from your mobile phone, go to twt.bz. BZ up here in Canada,
right?
/HAD for HourADay.
Yep.
It's no credit card required. You're up and running in 45 seconds. It's that simple.
It's just that
name,
fast.
Email, pick a username, and you're ready to go. The training that you do is fantastic. If you're looking for some extra free training, go to twt.bz/HADNN for HourADay newsletter. Sorry.
And that's a training newsletter where a lot of what we cover in these webinars is written down for you step by step and taught to you piece by piece. It's just a great way to have yourself engaged and your downline engaged and have your people being trained on autopilot. So those that want to work know what to do to work.
Yeah. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook at Facebook/HourADay. And remember, this is a prospecting free zone.
That's right.
Really important to know that. You're never going to prospect for another MLM. We're just going to show you how to amplify your earnings.
Use HourADay to amplify your earnings in your chosen MLM business.
So there we go, everybody. I hope you got something out of our MLM mastermind this week.
Did you notice that the HourADay colors are pretty similar to our green screen? I wonder if that's going to make our video guys upset.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what they can do. But apparently they can do anything. Hey, if they can make us look better.
I don't know. These lights are kind of scary. Like people can actually see us now.
We'll work on it. But it's great to be able to offer this stuff to you guys. Dennis, what you put together HourADay is certainly going to help a lot of people.
I think so.
Build their incomes, build a residual, do the things that are necessary.
And get them doing it right. Get them doing it right. Help to clean up our industry. I want to clean up our industry, Craig. Yep. I'm tired of all of the people that are scamming and doing it aggressively and wrongly and not making friends and slamming people's inboxes and slamming them on social media. If we can just have a little piece of cleaning up our industry and making people more successful and more professional, I'm all for it.
Yeah, and you know what? And the reason it's free is there's no affiliate program attached to this. So you're not going to make any money from the system. That's why you can offer it as free. There are systems out there that are promising you the world that you're going to enroll 20 or 30 people every single month, and you got to just join their program.
Give them $150, and the guy who introduced you gets 50 of it. And I mean, it's another MLM within your MLM. And,
you know,
we just don't want to go there. We want to help the industry. We want to help you. So there it is.
It's worked well for us. Hopefully it can work well for you. Thanks everybody for taking your time. I'm Craig Peloquin.
And I'm Dennis Wilson.
And you guys have yourselves a great week. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.